Welcome to the Marlene Saunders show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. If this is your first time on this channel, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and leave me a comment in the comment section below if you're listening on the replay. And like I always say, for my channel song, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it and be it, and live your best life.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Marlene Saunders show. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about a very important topic, and I want to do a mic check to make sure you all are hearing me. Let me know when you guys can hear me. I hope everything is well. If you can hear me, just leave a comment in the comment section below. But we are definitely going to be talking about YouTube etiquette. It's a topic that I believe is very important to talk about because some things happen here on this app and YouTube in general. Some things happen that I definitely am a little skeptical about. Some things that I don't like what's happening, and no, I can't control it. Everybody is an adult and they're free to do as they want to. But I just want to have this conversation because I think it's important to talk about some of the things that are happening. Maybe some people don't understand what you should and shouldn't do here on YouTube. So I'm going to get right into this information that I want to talk about. See, YouTube etiquette, it's like the standard, the rules, what you really should be doing. And we got to understand this is social media and it's entertainment. I get that. I understand it. But it's a lot of things that happen here on this app that is just not proper and it's just not right. So I'm going to start off with I feel like it's the number one thing on this YouTube. When you go to somebody's channel, whether it's a video, a live stream, and it's a premiere, respect the host and the chat. Respect the people who are there in the chat. And you don't have to, if you see somebody in a chat and you don't agree with them, or you have you're blowing off some steam from something that happened in another stream, don't bring it into anybody else's stream. Respect the host, respect the chat, respect the other people who are in the chat. Remember, everybody has different guidelines and rules on their platform, and we got to respect the rules. What one person wants to do on their channel, another person may not want to do. And you got to understand that it's okay. It's okay for each of us to be different, to have different feelings from others. It's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have different rules. It's okay to want to do different things from other people. I get that. I'm not trying to be controlling of other people, but I do think it's very important to have the say. And let me put this link here in the chat for those who want to come up and maybe add something to the conversation. I do think it's very important to respect the host because this is their channel. Everybody is free to run their channel how they want. Some people in their live streams, they want emojis. Some people don't want emojis. Some people want you to have different opinions, because I've been in other people's live streams where they say you're free to post your opinions, and if you ever post your opinions, you'll get blocked or the comments will get removed. So you got to understand, and sometimes sit back and pay attention to how the that person's chat is being run. Pay attention to what other people are saying in the chat. Sometimes you got to look at someone's live stream from the sidelines and see what's going on. How is it? Is it a friendly place to be, or is it somewhere that I don't want to put nothing in this chat? So it all goes back to respecting the host in the chat. And if somebody is saying something that you don't like, you don't got to stick around. But one thing you got to do in people's chats, respect the host and the chat. It's just that simple. I don't think it's a very complicated thing, but I guess for some who don't have manners, maybe they don't know about whatever. They think everybody has the same standards, and everybody has different guidelines. Everybody wants different things. People have their channels for different reasons. Everybody has different reasons why they're doing their personal YouTube. Everybody does. Hey, Realist One here. Welcome. Happy New Week. Everybody has different reasons why they do their YouTube channel, right? And we got to let other people do their platform how they want to do their platform. Let them do their thing. Let them be themselves. Don't try to control other people on their platform. We got to remember, everybody does their platform how they want to do it, okay? And this is something that I got to say. I've seen since I've been on these YouTube streets for how many years? Over 10 years. It's some people that get so worked up about this moderator wrench stick. It's not going to give you more money. You're not being paid to be a mod in people's chat. Well, I shouldn't say that, because some people's chat you do have to pay to be a moderator. But for the most part, most people, being a moderator is just being helpful, helping out that person to keep their chat clean, to keep them away from trolls. But one thing, it's like I see people get so worked up about this moderator wrench like it's everything. But I understand what the mod is, a form of power, and it also shows that you can trust that person trusts you. Hey, Lydia, how are you? Happy New Week. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. And thanks, everybody, for the likes. And that's just what a moderator wrench is. It's These are people that you supposedly trust. And I will also say, with this moderator wrench, be careful who you give a mod to. There are people you will give a moderator and they will block your people. They will hide people. They'll do all kinds of stuff in your chat. So be careful about who you give a moderator stick to. It should be somebody that you've been around them for a while and you get to know them, and you know that they're not going to harm your channel. And another thing, when it comes to the managing moderator, you got to be careful who you give that managing moderator to, because um, that person can turn your subscriber mode only on, and do a lot of things, change your title. So make sure it's somebody that you really trust that you're giving this mod stick to. I think most of the people have destroyed the purpose of what it means to have and give a wrench. Yeah, they just give out wrenches, and like I said before, everybody does their channel differently, but my personal view is, be careful who you're giving this mod stick to, because they could really ruin your channel. Hey, Ryan, how are you doing? Welcome. In my 10 years, I only have one moderator. Awesome, Lydia. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody does their mod thing differently. But one thing, like, I have to say it, and I know a lot of people think this, but they're afraid to say it. Don't go into people's chat and say, make me a mod or make me blue, and like almost harassing the host of the channel. Nobody has to give you a mod stick unless they want to. That's built on trust and respect, and they know you. They know you're not a troll. They know you're not trying to do some weird or shady things. So that's what it is. And people get bent all up about a moderator stick. If you really support somebody's channel, you're going to support it whether you're a moderator in their channel or not. And some people just want that mod stick just to be able to time people out and to hide people and block people. So be careful about that mod stick thing. I think that's a real thing and a big thing. Hey Lisa, how are you? Happy new week. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, I want to hear what you all have to say in the comment section below. What are you guys' opinions on these things? Now, I've talked about things to not do, but I also want to get into some things that we should do when it comes to YouTube. You know, I just about the majority of the people on here are content creators, and they they want their channel to be successful, and they can't have a successful channel unless people do these things. When you see somebody's content, leave a thumbs up. That helps with a person's analytics. People will watch your channel. If you like somebody's channel, hit the subscribe button. People need those subscribers, especially when they're trying to get to their initial 1K. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free. You know, I laugh because sometimes I'm like, they're not paying for a subscription. It's not like it's costing you 5, 10, 15, $20 to subscribe to a channel. It's free. If you like the content, or even if you don't, because some people just want to watch the content to do whatever it is they want to do. If you keep going back to a channel, hit the subscribe button. Give that person some watch time. And also another thing, comment on people's videos so that they can know you're there. That's how we know who is supporting your channel and your videos. And something that I forgot to put into this banner, that it is also important to, when you're watching a video, when you watch a video, watch people's videos to the end so that they can get watch time. I don't know why that's a hard thing for a lot of people, but you know, I don't know what it is, a short attention span. Maybe they don't like the content. I don't know what it is, but that's something as a content creator I see all the time, that people only watch, between 1 to 4 minutes of people's videos. That's the average according to the information that I read on YouTube. And some people get a lot more and some people get a lot less, but it's usually between a minute and 4 minutes, which is actually not a lot of time. Yeah, the like button is very, at the very least, they can do. I never understood that. I know, right? If you're going to watch somebody's comment, at least you could like it. Hey, Trish. How are you? Welcome. Happy New Week, everybody. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, I just have something to say, and I put the link in the chat if you guys have something you want to add to this conversation. I'll put the link in here again. You don't have to turn your camera on unless you want to. If I know your channel, if I don't know your channel, I do need your camera to be on, because we all know what happens here on this app with bombing people's channels. With some skeptical things, right? So let me get back into this information. So those are some of the things that I think it's important to do, because it helps that content creators analytics. And I also want to say, do respect others. Respect others, because other people can have different opinions. Like, people will go all the way left and they get so upset if you don't agree 100% with what they have to say. Every person is entitled to their own opinion. They may not agree with what you say. And we got to learn to be adults here on this app. Some people can have a different opinion, and it's okay. Let people have their opinion as long as it's respectful. Like that was one of the first things that I put on here. Be respectful. You know, that was my first point. Respect the host in the chat. And we got to respect that people are going to have different opinions than yours. Let people have their opinions as long as it's respectful. That's what this platform is about. It's about, engage with your audience, engage with the people who are on your videos and your live streams, as long as it's something respectful. So nobody wants anybody to be on their platform being disrespectful. Hey Deborah, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Yes, agreed. Great points. I try to do my best to do everything you said. Yes, and thank you. You know, I think that's something that I forgot to put here in the banners. Um, that you sh- like say thank you to your subscribers or those who watch your videos. Like people are always saying subscribe to my channel, like, share, do this and do that. But the ones that are doing that, are you saying simple things like replying back to people's comments? Like I have seen here on this app that you will make a comment to somebody and time will go by a year or more, and they don't leave even heart the comment. Heart it. Reply back to comments. That's a part of engagement too. As a content creator, you may not have time to reply to every comment, but at least you can heart it so somebody will know, oh, you saw my comment. That's it. Respect, it goes both ways. As viewers, you should respect people's, you know, their live stream, their premieres, their videos, and what you say on people's chat. But also, as content creators, when we see comments, are we liking the are we liking those comments? That's a part of engagement, and that's why people will keep coming back. People won't keep coming back to your videos if you haven't done any of those things. Like they'll be like, they never reply to my comments. Yeah, that's simple. And I think that goes a long way in your growth on your YouTube channel. I think it goes a long way with everything for the success of your channel. If people know you're never going to reply or heart a comment. And another thing that I want to say, with the YouTube, just in general, like try to be consistent as content creators. Try to be consistent and upload or go live on a regular basis. And I know everybody has different lives here on this YouTube. I know it's an app. I know that there's real time, you have real time problems, real time struggles. You're trying to take care of your bills and your family and everything else that you have going on. But try to be consistent on your channel so that people will come over and keep coming back. Sometimes that's the reason why people don't come back to your channel, because you don't engage with your audience. And we all have community tabs. Share out your videos on your community tab. Tell people thank you. Put polls on your community tab. Also, share out other content creators. One thing about support here on YouTube, we want people to come to our channel, but also you got to show support, show some love to other people who are content creators as well. It doesn't cost you anything to share things on your community tab. They don't cost you nothing. I feel like that's the least that we can do. It doesn't cost us anything to share someone's videos. And here's a big one, I think, for the YouTube etiquette. You got to understand, you don't have to get along with everyone on this app. Do I need to shout that from the rooftops? You don't have to get along with everyone on this app. And some people think like in real time that people on this app are your friends. And we don't know everybody on this app. You don't know everybody. You don't know what people have going on. You don't even know who is behind an app, because some people don't ever say words. They do like what you call it, they do like computer videos, or they have things like written with words on their videos or something else. So you may think that you're dealing with one person, and it can be the opposite sex. You think it's a guy and it could be a girl. So things on this app are completely different, and we got to understand we're adults here. We have different lives, different personalities. You're not going to like everybody on this app. And I got to also say that, one of the difficulties that I've run into, you can be cool with somebody here on this app, but who they hang out with, who's their YouTube friends, you may not vibe well with them. Maybe you had some type of conflict, or something went on between the two of you and something went left and you don't like it. It could be a lot of reasons why you don't get along with somebody on this app of YouTube. And that's okay. But I've seen some things like, oh, people will say like something like, "Oh, how come you don't come to my channel?" And I'm not trying to be like rude or nothing, but sometimes you just don't like people. You just may not like them. So don't force other people to be like, "Oh, I'm friends with them. How come you don't like it? How come you don't like them?" Or they want you to go to somebody else's channel, but you're just not feeling it. You got to understand it's okay. Everybody's not going to with you. Everybody's not going to like you. See, what we want here on YouTube is we want real, authentic people coming to our channel, right? You want real people who are going to watch your videos, come to your lives, and be here because they want to be here. They they like you as a person. They like your personality. They like the way you treat other people. All of that goes a long way. People think on this app that they can do things without any consequences. They can do and say what they want to do. They can treat other people nasty. They can say whatever and think there's no consequences. And that's one thing that I've never found this, being in the business world, the things that I've seen, different jobs that I've had, I've never seen nothing like YouTube. People think that they can do things without consequences. They have a poor attitude. They have no accountability for their actions, and they think that it should be justified, like behind labels of whatever they have going on, mental illness, just plain crazy, or or they're trolls or something. So at the end of the day, we got to understand everybody's different. Everybody got different things going on. You're not going to get along and vibe with people. So don't waste your energy on it. And everybody's not going to get along or like each other. So you got to understand that too. Everybody's not going to get along. It's a lot of people on here. No, I'm just being real. It's a lot of people I don't vibe with, because for the most part, I try to be a positive person. I try to keep all my channels. I do have 6 YouTube channels, and I try to keep all of them informational, like something that you can learn, or something that serves a purpose or a need for that audience. So I try to do that on my channels, and I know everybody is not on this app to get information. Some people it's just to get entertainment, but it's okay. I just hope that I'm drawing the right audience, and the same thing for you all. I hope you are drawing your audience, and that means that people may not like your content, but you don't let that stop you from uploading your videos and doing your lives. Don't let other people stop you from being a great content creator. And I see people like they allow people to have so much power over them and their channel. Like, oh, you can't go live at this time. You can't do this type of video because I do this type of video. It's kind of like a controlling thing that we got to get off of that. And it brings me to the next point. Don't try to control what others do and put on their channel. People can put on their channel what they want to put on their channel. You can't control that. You can't tell people what to put on their channel. You can't tell people what kind of titles that they can have and the content that they want to cover on their channel. Or if somebody is live, you can't tell somebody to run their live stream like you run it. Everybody runs their channel how they want to run it. You can't control other people. And it's a lot of people who like to do a lot of micromanagement. That, it happens on the job, but people bring certain things to this app of YouTube and they want to control other people's channel. Oh, you should do this and you should do that. What if a person doesn't want to do that? Or they don't like a certain thing? Don't tell other people what to do on their channel unless they ask you. There's a lot of unwarranted, you know, views from other people. And if you confront them about it, they get upset. People like to control what you do on this app on your channel. I just wanted to encourage all the content creators. I never thought being on this app was going to be this hard and difficult. But it is. It's very hard to be a content creator without having to deal with everything else, just plain coming up with the ideas, the content you're going to put on here. If you do lives, the lives that you're going to cover, whatever it is you do, your premieres, whatever you do on your channel, it's hard enough to come up with that without other people telling you, oh, I don't like that, or you should do it like this, or you should do this like this person or that person. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that whirlwind, that storm of trying to conform and be like everybody else on this app. I think if more people would do their channel the way that they want to and have their own information, and you would be happier, and I think your channel would thrive if you stay in your own lane and just mind your own channel and stop worrying about what other people have to say. People get so involved in what other people are doing on their channel so much that it's crazy. It's so crazy to me what people will put on their channel. Definitely multiple variables that come into play. Yes, realist. Hey Tay, welcome. How you doing? It's definitely different variables that come into having your channel. And for the longest time when I was doing my videos, I was consumed with that because people say, "Oh, you can't go live at this time because this person is going live. You can't do this video because another person does videos like that." If more people would just do the videos how they want to do it, how they like it, with what they're good at doing, whatever it is that you do on your channel. You can come up if you want to, Tay, or anybody who's in the chat. Y'all can come up. I don't know how to post. I don't know how to pin the link. I'm not good like the rest of you guys because I'm not on my computer today. So let me put this in the chat if y'all want to come up and add anything. If I missed anything, what we're talking about today, I think it's important to cover and talk about these things. But people want to control what you do on your channel. They want to control what you put on your channel. They want to control the length, the quality of your content. Well, you don't know what that person has to do to just in order to get the content on their channel. I know for me, anytime I'm about to go live or I'm filming something, it's always some noise in the background. It's always something going on in your house. Oh my goodness, it's always something going on. It's anytime you get on this app, that's when the phone wants to ring, or someone wants to knock on the door, or they're asking you questions, or they're acting up real bad in the background, or playing some copyrighted music. Now, I know all y'all content creators know what I'm talking about. Somebody in the background making noise, playing music, That's when they decide they want to um, do some exercise or start playing some type of music that will get you a copyright strike. It's always something, you know. It's hard being a content creator. It's so hard. Um, oh, I'm trying to remember which one I did. Oh, and here is. Now I know y'all can read this. Let's talk about some panel etiquette. Let's talk about some panel etiquette. When someone puts a link in the chat, you don't have to hit that link. You don't have to hit the link if you don't have something to provide. Don't come on a panel if you don't have anything to add to it. And I will say this too. Please, I hope nobody's offended by this, but please stop coming on panels and you don't look like you wash your face, brush your teeth, you got a bonnet on. It's no shade to anybody, but if you're gonna come on YouTube and let everybody look at you, at least put yourself together. Put on a little chapstick, wash your face, put some lotion on. I'm not saying you got to be have all this beautiful makeup and look like a some type of supermodel, but look presentable. And if you don't want to look a certain way, turn your camera off. Just like me. I know I got some silly braids in my head right now, so I'm not going to do that to y'all. I am not doing it. I am not doing it. I will never disrespect myself and my brand. I'm not doing it. If I don't look presentable, you ain't gonna see me on camera. You will not. Yes, I hate that. People that sit up there and don't say anything. It's like I understand you trying to be supportive of the content creator, but you just come on the panel and you're like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi, okay. What do you have to add?" "Oh, I'm just here to support you." Well, you could do that from the chat. Couldn't you do that from the chat, y'all? Let me. I'm just asking y'all if it's just me, because I'd be all kind of confused sometimes. Like, okay, you came up here to say hi. You could have said hi from the comment section. You could have. Tell your dad. You could say hi from the comment section, couldn't you? Come on, y'all. Now, here we go with this one. Ooh, y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me from this one. But people have very little imagination. They don't know how to come up with an original idea. What I don't understand. For me, I'm always coming up with new ideas for videos, and I don't know. And it's just some people are just like, "What?" I will come on this app and like, okay, I cover something, and then the next day they cover in the same topic. And I'm like, "For real?" And it's always somebody you thought you were cool with that will stab you in the back like that. I'm not saying people can't, you know, cover the same topics. Everybody's free to do it, but I'm just saying, I know I feel some type of way when I see someone do that, like, especially if it's somebody in my circle. Like, I'm like, what? Oh, what's that all about? Like, I'm definitely going to be raising an eyebrow and watching you. Like, nah, you don't do that. It's certain things here on this app that's disrespectful. You don't take somebody's ideas, videos, original concept, and put it on your channel, and you don't even say, I got this idea from so and so. And I feel like that's why this YouTube community won't grow, because instead of one person has a great idea, and instead of you sending your people over to them and say, hey, so and so is doing this great live or video or something, go over there and support them. Instead of doing that, we want to make the same content, don't give any credit to the person, and when your viewers say something, you want to act like it was all your idea. It's not your idea. Yeah, it's normal for people to steal content, honey. It's sad. They won't give you any credit. I have no problem saying I got this idea from, you know, she's my business partner here on YouTube. I have no problem giving my kudos to Boss Life Online because we do lots of things together and she gives me ideas, I give her ideas, but we always support each other. Like same thing like the word and Nate the Great. Like I have no problem in giving people credit. Give people their flowers. If you're gonna do something, at least say something to give credit to other people. And what I don't understand, why you get mad when people block you. It's certain things that you just don't do. And sometimes I get it, they may not even be under the impression that they've done anything wrong. Because I've heard it, and I know many of you have heard it. Oh, you should be flattered that I took your idea. And I'm telling you, I'm not flattered. People think it's a compliment to be copied, but it all comes along with being a content creator. People see something and it's a good idea and they think, oh, I'll do the same thing. But people don't understand that some things was given to you. So they may do something for a little while, but they can't continue because that's not their vision. That's not what has been given to them. That's not what their assignment has been from God. You don't know the reason why people have done certain things on this app. Hey, Val, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. I hope everybody in the chat is doing all right. Y'all, thanks for rocking out with me. Let me see where I am. Yeah, let me go on to the next one. I think I did this one already. Don't try to control what other people put on their channel. Yes, it's a control mechanism. I know that for sure. It's about control. It definitely is about control. So don't be trying to control other people, tell people what they should do, you know, and don't be disrespectful. I got to go back to this one because I think that's the main premise of why I wanted to have this discussion tonight is don't be disrespectful of people's channels. I see a lot of disrespect here on this app. And don't be mad, for everything that you do here. It comes back like a boomerang and it will hit you and knock you off your feet one day. So if you think that you can keep disrespecting other people, then you wonder why people don't come over to your channel. They won't go to your live streams. They don't watch your videos. You got to treat people how you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. If you're disrespectful to other people, you don't treat people nice, you never support others, well, guess what? That's the same energy you're drawing. So that's what you're going to get back. Respect other people. You know, a lot of people would get a lot more respect if they just would do that. Yeah, it's really more simple than folk make it. Yeah, here on this app, people can make things like complicated, right? So complicated when it's simple things that you learn from when you were a kid. Respect other people, you know, let people have their space. You don't have to be like all on people, telling people what you don't like about their content. Hey, the word, welcome in. How are you doing? Y'all free to hit the link. I think I put in the comment section a few times. I'll put it back in if you guys want to hit the panel. Um, I don't mind. Let me put it in again. Yeah, you don't have to be disrespectful of other people. You don't have to be disrespectful. Like, I feel like there's no reason to be disrespectful like that on this app. There's no reason to disrespect other people. Let people have their own opinion. And the whole thing about this app is sometimes like people will say something, and if you have never been through something, like people want to control what you say about something. Like it's like certain things that I will put on my channel, and people will say, "Oh, You shouldn't feel like that, or you should get over that, or whatever it is. Just because you may not like something, or just because you may have an experience of something, everybody doesn't have the same circumstances. Everybody doesn't go through the same things, even when it could be similar. We're all different, and we got to learn to respect other people's opinions. I almost called 12 on. You funny. Yeah, we have to respect other people here on this app. Like, for me, I don't think it's something hard. I don't think it's a hard thing to be respectful of other people on this app. But, like I put up a short the other day, talking about respect and things like that. And their response was, that should be common. And I was like, sense is not common anymore, especially on social media. I feel like coming out of the pandemic, like, people were home and everything, and they were like used to just being here on this app on YouTube. They think that they can say everything without consequences, and everything has consequences. You treat people nasty, and that's what you're going to get back. Yes, Tay. Common sense is not common. I just don't understand, like, how some people are so rude. I mean, like, rude to, like, you've never seen before. Like, in real life, I've never seen, like, the amount of disrespect that people have here on this app. People have so much disrespect to other people, and they think because they're on a computer or phone or tablet, whatever device you're using to write comments to other people, don't think that that comes without consequences, because it doesn't. Hey, Tay.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. What do you have to say, sis?
Man, I got so much to say on this topic, but I'm gonna let you continue talking and I'll add to it. But yeah, everything you saying is, the truth, girl. Cause there be a lot going on this app, like ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's a lot that goes on this app, and I'm like, it's for no reason, because I just think that, like, okay, you see somebody's video, you see a live stream, and you see something that you don't like, then don't go back.
Keep scrolling. I ain't gotta add no comment and say, "Well, that lipstick you got on. That don't look right, and your hair don't look right." People want to do stuff like that, or you shouldn't eat like that. You eat funny. Like, oh, don't tell me how to eat. That's how I want to eat. Get off my page,
Tay, that's happened to you?
girl. Girl, you should go to my comments. Yes, somebody left a page. Somebody, why do you double bite? Cause I want a double bite. And then somebody left a comment the other day talking about, oh, that looks good, but you need to change your light. Send me the
What?
money to change my light. Send me the money. Cash app me. My cash app is in the description. Change it. Anything you don't like, send me the money for it. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue to do what I do.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, Tay. I guess I'm a petty person, because when somebody comes on my page and they leave a rude comment, I don't delete them. I pin it to the top, and I put a finger pointing, like, check this out. I'm not deleting nothing. If you got enough foolishness to put something in my comment section, I'm gonna pin it. Everybody, check this out.
Oh, I don't even be having. I just think it's so funny because I get a lot of comments. I just think it's funny. But sometimes I'll rebuttal back and I'll say stuff, but other times I just be like, people just People don't have a life. People really don't. They really don't, they're miserable because for you to sit and leave a comment, if it's something that I don't like, I'm not gonna say what I don't like. I'm just gonna keep it moving and go to the next video. But it seemed to me that the stuff that people don't like, they continue to keep watching. So obviously you like it.
Hmm. Obviously, they do. Let me add Word to the stream. Hey, Word.
Hey, 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 I'm trying to get my Bluetooth to connect. I don't know why it's not connected, but can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're a little muffled.
Muffled. Yeah, let me try to get my Bluetooth. I'm gonna go on mute for 1 second.
Okay. Go ahead, Tay.
Yeah, really, they be looking in people's mouth. But I eat food, so they gonna look in your mouth. That's the first thing they're gonna look at is your mouth.
Well, I have to admit, Tay, when watch your videos, I'm always saying, "Oh, I like her lipstick." I don't know what they be talking about because your lipstick be on point, sis.
Thank you. Thank you. I be trying. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
cause
oh, I'm
probably
sorry, Tay.
because
Go
I be
ahead.
wearing that purple lipstick. Sometimes, girl, I just be doing all kind of stuff. I like to be free, with my makeup and stuff like that. And that's what people don't understand is that sometimes people are not getting up here just to do stuff for you. I'm doing it for me. If I want to wear some outrageous color lipstick because that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do. Some people want to experiment with their makeup,
Mhm.
but when I get online and you put a video out, you put it out there, and then people tend to want to judge. I could be new at makeup. You never know. And I'm learning. And here you
But
come along trying to talk some mess.
but don't you think most of the time it's the trouble, the people making the trouble here on this app, especially we're black women, is other girls. It's never guys. I've never gotten any problems from the guys. Guys are always supportive in my comment section, but it's these chicks on this app.
It be the women a lot, but I do be getting some guys that'll say something crazy. But it mostly, yeah, it do be the women.
You
But
know what I got?
that's sad
You
that women. Go ahead, word.
know, I was about to say, you know why the guy's saying something crazy. They mad because they ain't got your shade of lipstick. I'm joking.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Exactly. But
Yeah,
yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Tay.
No, I don't. I didn't even. I forgot my train of thought.
Yeah, I
My bad.
just
I didn't mean to do that. I was just being a jerk.
You good?
You're good, word. You're good.
Mhm.
I just don't understand why. And I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but it's like, okay, you got your content here, and instead of you going to somebody else's page that you actually like, why you over on my channel critiquing every single thing? I had one girl talk about you wore that same shirt 4 videos ago.
And I'm gonna continue to wear the same clothes because I'm not beloved, and I don't just change and don't wear the same outfit. I wear my clothes. I'm a regular person, so you go see the same outfit several times. You sure are. I'm not no celebrity. Buy my clothes in.
On
And
that point too, I heard something earlier. They was making fun of this dude because he said he went to Foreman Mills, right? And I'm sitting there thinking like they got clothes there. Like I know some wealthy people. They don't wear Dolce and Gabbana and
They don't.
Gucci and stuff. They shop at Walmart. Like
Walmart,
they
Old
like
Navy, just regular degular clothes.
exactly. And it's always black people looking at what other black people don't get, pointing their finger and laughing. Oh, you ain't like really think about that. I'm not wearing somebody else's name.
When you get
You
comfortable and you at a certain level and you make a certain amount of money, you don't have to prove that you make money. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I always say all the time. People like always try to make it seem like they're somebody when they're nobody. And I don't mean that like in a negative, that like they have no worth or self-esteem, but I mean they don't even have anything. They're just fronting just so that people will have something to say about them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I got enough in life where my family is comfortable. I can do things. I can enjoy life. You know, I ain't no millionaire. I ain't rich or nothing like that. But I don't want for nothing, and I'm okay. You know. But I don't have to show or prove that to nobody. I mean, it is what it is. My life is mine. Yours is yours. Like I had somebody in my comments, and my wife erased it, and I told her don't worry about it. But it was like all this emotional knowledge that you kicking, how much money is in your bank account? And I'm like,
Why does that matter?
right, like my lights on, my wife's car note pay, her insurance paid. I can afford to go get my kids a swing set. So I mean, I'm doing okay, right? Like,
Right. Why are you
I'm
that
good.
damn nosy to know what's in my bank account?
I'm not coming on here as no financial advisor and say, hey, look, I'm rich and this is how you do it. You know, I'm not doing that. I'm just coming on here telling people how to find peace, how to understand their emotions, understand how their thoughts are being hampered with society's BS. That's it. If you don't want to hear it, then go to another page. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, that never has made any sense. People come over and like on purpose, look what you're doing, look what you're wearing, look what you have, so they can say something about it in a negative way. And people on this app are so negative that it can pull from you, that you got to be careful about how much time you put into this app.
At least,
I'm shocked at the amount of people who really ain't, and I'm not trying to be funny, but who don't really have it like that. Because I'm not like the richest person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sit up here and act like I have it like that because I don't. But the things that I have, people, I'm like, yo, people pressed about that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's hard times for a lot of people on here.
Mm. I know that. I know that's right, Tay. I find I get the most hate on my vlog channel, like when I do like my travel videos. And one person said, "Oh, you must have put that on a credit card. What are you worried about? What I if I it, and so what if I did?"
Right. Like, you gonna pay my credit card bill? People be so concerned. That's a problem. People be so concerned about what you're doing, and they be the bum. They be the one that don't have what they're telling you. Like, how much do you have in your bank account? You don't even have what you think I should have in my bank account. Like, you're a bum. Like, get out of here.
but that's just like that. I tell you, I don't even know if you had a chance to see it, but somebody put a comment under my one of my posts. I mean, one of my videos, like you married and you always flirting with Tay. And you know who commented on it? My wife. My wife said, "So if he is, why is it your business?"
Right.
Like,
It's like you not married to him, so why you worried?
and like because and see that's the thing too. Like, don't put your insecurities on me. Just because you can't be friends or cordial with a female, don't mean everybody can't do that. That's what people don't understand. Your reality is not mine. Both of my best
Hmm.
friends, three, two out of three of my best friends is female. My wife know him. My wife's cool with him. Her best friend is a male. We don't have issues like that. We ain't no swingers or nothing like that. We got a very solid relationship. We both confident in ourselves. So we ain't worried. We do what we're supposed to do. And like I said, just because I'm a man don't mean I lust over every female I see. That's y'all weak. That's weakness.
What
Uh
happened? He
oh.
dropped down.
Oh, maybe his battery went dead. I know he's been having problems with his phone. He'll come back.
Realist. I'm gonna kick your ass for real. I'm gonna kick your ass. Wait, hold on. Can you cuss on your channel?
Tay, you know you're free to say whatever you want to say on here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I'm gonna kick your ass, Realist. I swear. Hit in his feet. I'm gonna kick your ass for real. But no, but like he said, like about us being friends and stuff like that. Like all it does was somebody be like, you why you taking up for Tay Eats and stuff like that? Don't you got a wife? All you do is tell on yourself, idiot. That's all you do. You tell on yourself. You just letting us know who you are.
Hmm.
Yeah, and most of the time it's somebody who came from that sector where they can't get a girl, so that's what it is.
That part. Hmm.
Hmm. Welcome back,
Yeah,
Word.
yeah, I think my daughter hit my earbud and it knocked me out the stream.
It's
Yeah,
okay, baby,
but
Word.
yeah, yeah, this is my twin right here. My son acts like my wife. My daughter acts like me. My wife says she got the resting daddy face. 'Cause she's always had a resting B face. But like, no, I don't. But
Yeah,
she a
so what is some of the things that y'all have seen? I know Tay told me some things that she had on her channel. Like, what is some of the things that you think is like some etiquette that people need to learn to follow on this app? What's some things that is your thing um like you don't want to tolerate being on your channel? Go ahead,
like,
Tay.
oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Word. Go ahead, Word.
Oh, one is I don't like that over talking, and like even like I understand there's a delay because there's a couple times we did it, but you see we don't keep talking, we stop and pause. It's gonna happen. You're on delay. You're not physically in front of a person seeing when their lips moving and stuff, so you don't know when they done with thought. But once you see a person continue to talk, just stop. Don't talk over people. Um, that's a big thing of mine, a big pet peeve. And then another one too is if there's a topic, like if I'm doing a topic, right, and you have nothing to add to it, you just want to get on the panel and talk, don't do that. If you can't add to the conversation, because I understand like we all cool and stuff like that, but it's content still being made, not just for the
Hmm.
people in the live, but people who watching it on replay. So what you're doing now is you messing up the content. Like if you
And that pissed me off about on your channel too. If people come up there, you be really talking, you be really into it, and my
and
bad. Go
I'm
ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna cut that off. I'm cutting that off because, like I said, I have people who email me who watch the replays, and it's one supporter. Um, I greatly appreciate her support, but she was like, "There's a couple." She said she just turned it off. She don't even want to listen to the rest because it's like it's messed up. And at first, I'm like, "Man, she tripping." And then I'm looking like my mom said it, my uncle said. My uncle was like, "I ain't coming up there. Them people crazy. They come up there, I come up there talking about something, then they come up there, I'm gonna have to tell them off. I ain't nice like you." My uncle was like, "What the hell are you here for?" But it's true. Like, if you ain't got nothing to add to the conversation, just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. And then my third pet peeve is it's just people being ignorant, man. I mean, if you don't like the, oh, Michael, okay, my bad. But if you don't like Marlene said earlier, if you don't like the content, go watch something else. Ain't nobody paying you to be in this chat. Go watch something else. Life is short. Don't waste it on being an a-hole. That's the best I can say it.
That's good points. I think that's one thing that I don't like about this YouTube thing. Like I I know on the StreamYard app there's like a delay and it can happen where you didn't know that they were talking, but once you recognize somebody is, then you go back on mute. But I mean it's the ones that's like you we've all heard people do these lives and everybody's just there shouting and you don't you don't get anything because you don't know what they're saying. Everybody talking over each other.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing that I can't stand here on this app is when, okay, you put out a video or something, and I know y'all were talking about, oh, you can't control and people are gonna steal, but like it irritates me when I took time, like for those of you who don't know, having six different channels. Like I have a what is it called? I can't even think of it right now, but I got a schedule with a graph, and it has everything on there, what I'm going to cover, all the topics. I put it in there. So when somebody just comes along and takes a topic, like it's not something like, oh, don't worry about it. Like I took time, I thought about it, I meditated, like how it's going to work out. So I put that into it, so when somebody comes and takes it, it's not something like, oh, get over it. Like I get upset because even if they take it, like they don't even take your content and do something good with it. It'd be a mess.
OMG.
This is what
Okay.
I say. I know you be. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Word.
No, I was saying go ahead. I was telling
Yeah.
you go ahead, bro.
I know you be
Mm.
pissed off, but like that be the same things that happen to me. But I always say to myself is that they can't do it better than you. You know, like if that was what was given to you, they can copy all they want to, but it ain't gonna be better than you. You is you. So how you present it and you give it off and things like that, people are gonna, tend to like it more versus the other person that's just copying. So
And
I
it's
tend, yeah, I just tend
right.
to think that the best form of flattery is imitation.
But what about this though? Because I had a couple people. I had one person like take my um like two videos, and it was kind of flattering. They couldn't do it like me, but it's this one person now. I done seen four videos. It's like they reword my topic, but they try to take the counterpoints of it. They try, and it sounds so stupid. And it'd be people in there like, uh-huh, I feel that, and I'm thinking like, man, I ain't even. Like this shit is crazy. And I'm at first I thought I was tripping. I'm like, okay, different point of view. And then I'm talking about one day I make a video, the next day, next time they go live, they got a video that's similar but like opposite. And I'm like, hold on, bro. The third time I'm like, man, I ain't even watching this no more. This is a shit show. Excuse my French, I apologize. But it
Hmm.
kind of upset me, and I was about to go in, and I'm looking like, and then you don't even like the way they trying to make the points. Like you're not even making sense and you're contradicting yourself because what you're saying, you do. Like you do
Right.
it.
That's funny.
But I digress.
That's funny.
These
And
people
I
weird.
agree. Oh, go ahead, word.
I was just doing my hashtag, these people weird.
Go ahead, Tay. You had something to add?
No, no, I was just like these people weird.
Yeah. We all on that now with word. These people are weird, man. I have never seen such weird people until I came to this app.
Yep.
But in my opinion, too, it just shows like a lot of these, it shows how these people are in real life, too. I mean, some people come in here on here as a character, and that's what they do. They perform, and that's okay. That's fine because they letting you know, hey, this is a character I am, and I'm putting on the show. But then you got people who come on here like, no, this is my reality, and you find out that it's not, and it's like, I don't even understand how you benefit from that. Like people getting all these clicks and views. I mean, if that's what run your life, I'm sorry for you. I truly feel bad for you because I mean, this app can go away at any time. It can just be over. No more YouTube, and then what you gonna do? How you gonna get a click of view?
Hmm.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that like who was it? I think it was Mary B who was saying the other day that these people, no, it was from the drop that you just did word with Tay, and Mary B was saying in the background that these people, they be on here on this app. No, it was you, Tay. I'm getting confused. It was Tay who said it. And you were saying that how people will be here trolling and they have nothing else to do. Like, I don't understand that. To me, that doesn't make any sense.
It don't make any sense to me either. But they don't. They be so worried, about what other people got going on in their life. I actually used to speak to somebody on the phone, and they would ask me certain things like about somebody, and I would say, I don't know, and they would say like get the details of everything, and I'm like, because like when they would ask me certain questions about someone, I'll be like, well, I don't know. And they would be like, well, why you didn't get the details of it? I'm like, because I don't care. And it's just that people really be invested into people's lives. Like people see me on the screen and they be invested into me, like no cap. And it's like you never even met me before in real life, and you be so into what I got going on. I'm not be honest. I don't give a damn with none of y'all. I mean, I care, but I don't care. I have my own fucking life. I have 2 kids and I have my own life going on over here. I don't have time to be sitting worried about what somebody else is doing in their life. Is a man cheating? Is they doing it? I don't care, bro. It's none of my business. If it happened to fall by me and I hear it, then okay. But I'm not gonna be out like you have some people who just be like desperate, or you might be talking to them and then you might be telling them something and they ask you, this, that. They want to get all the details. I'm not that person. Whatever you give to me, then I'll get, but I'm just not going to dig for answers just to be nosy. Like,
Tay, I feel that like that's happened before on this app. Like someone hit me on Instagram. Oh, hey, how do you do this or how do you do that? And like, okay, I don't have no problem helping anybody because I'm that type of person. I don't mind helping anybody, but I mean, you go and you put things on your channel and you're like, oh yeah, it took me a long time to come up with how to do this. Like you don't even give credit to the person who helped you to be able to have what you have on your channel. Like I have no problem saying so and so helped me and I wouldn't have been able to do this if it wasn't for them. Like give people credit. And I just want to welcome in, hey Healthy G Mom and D Truth.
so
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think.
answer Trish. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Where
Oh no, go ahead. You talking first. Ladies first. Ladies first. I know my place. I know.
that I want to answer Trish question. I'm gonna say, for example, Trish, I'm gonna give you an example from my side, right? When I had started my other channel, which was originally gas, but now I switched it to lingerie and cocktails. When I started that channel was about relationships and just sex. That's how I started the channel, right? Now, she asking like, what do you mean as far as BBL surgery? So like everybody talk about relationships and sex, right? That's a topic that everyone talks about. But if you a channel and that ain't what you have talked about before I started my channel, and then all of a sudden you start talking about the topics that I'm talking about, and if I go back months before I started my channel and that's not the topics you were talking about, then you're copying. To me, you're
Yeah.
copying. Because why weren't you talking about that before I started my channel?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's an example of copying. Yeah, everybody talk about relationships, But if you have a channel and your channel is solely every majority of the time when everybody do a channel, they have topics that their channel is based on. So if you switch that up and you don't really express like, okay, well, I'm deciding to change my channel to da 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 da, you're copying most likely.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that, Tay, because I can say my point from that, Trish, was okay, I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not that type of person, but I had a big content creator who has over 700,000 subscribers, right? And I had went over to her live when she was live, okay? And I was in her chat saying things, and like maybe the next day or 2 days later I did a live. Then I would say a week after that I saw the same exact video on her channel, and I was like, that's kind of weird that she has the same title. So I went and clicked it. Do you know it was every single word for word, she stole my stuff. I
Right.
had I had to
Hmm.
report her to YouTube, and they did wind up telling her, because I tried to be nice like in the beginning, and say, if you want to keep the video up, just give me some credit. And I don't think that I was asking too much by saying, hey, give me credit. I don't think so. But she didn't want to give me credit because how many views that she had on that video. So because I said, give me credit or you're going to have to remove it, she never would. So when it came to the time, YouTube gave her a strike. So for me, I would say that that's using someone's content. When you use it, the person's things word for word, same title, or it doesn't have to be the same title, but if you're using the same concept and you've never done that before, to me, that's stealing. I'm gonna go back.
Hmm.
Hey, D Truth, welcome.
And
How
that's
y'all queens doing?
hey, the
Doing
truth.
great.
And that's another example, Marlene. Is that, believe it or not, the big content creators, they watch smaller content creators to get ideas. And if you've never seen them do something and then you decide to do something and they do it, most likely they still in your content. They watch your video.
And she is right. And I had some content creators. I used to before I go live, and I might set my live up for a day ahead of time, right? Then that same day I set it up, somebody doing the same thing that I was going to do. So I'm like, wait a minute, you ain't got no content, so you wait for somebody else to put some ideas to set it up. Like, wait a minute here. That's when I start saying, okay, since you want to play it like that, I ain't gonna get mad. I just wait till the day of about an hour or so before I do go live. Then I put a title up. Then I do my live. See what I'm saying? And there's a whole lot of like I said this before. Some of these people that's on social media, on these social media, not just YouTube, are not content creators. Because content means you bring something that is worthy. And creator is you create your own spin and narrative of different subject that you can bring. See what I'm saying? Some of these folks is not content creators. If you got to steal somebody else's stuff to make your channel what it's supposed to be, and you haven't done before, you're not a content creator. You're just a thief.
Well, what I want to add to that, D Truth, I think that that's a great example because, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but you all know about this destination, stream your destination, where if someone comes on your panel, you can have them stream to their audience. But the only issue that I have with that is I don't mind doing guest destination with people who actually make content. But what I'm seeing is that some people only want to come on your panel so that they can stream to their channel because they don't do anything but jump up on people's lives so that they can get the same content on their channel. They don't make any content otherwise. Everything that you see is they're streaming from somebody else's guest destination.
Yeah, you right about that. You right about that. And
I
and,
want to answer Trish. I'm sorry. Go ahead, D. Truth.
and it's only like me and Mondo. We've been best friends over 40 some years. We started our 20s, whatever, way back about 5 years ago, right? I can control his, he can control mine. We do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And say you say Marlene that you interview me. I would not screen share that interview unless I ask you. And guess what? I'm not gonna if you say yes I can screen share it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm like, okay, I'm screen sharing on my channel, but go sub up to her. This is her thing. This that I'm just trying to get her out there so she can get noticed and people can go check her out. Go sub up to her. You see what I'm saying? That's that's a whole lot different than somebody coming on and said, "Oh, I'm on her show. I can use it anyway." You feel what I'm saying? That's totally different because you try to help yourself out, or you helping that other one, or you helping the person out that you video you using. But then again, sometimes it backfire on somebody that does that. Wait a minute, did this YouTuber just do this right here? Wait a minute, let me go check. Oh, let me go check her out. Let me see him out. And guess what? He don't lost some subscribers, or she don't lost some subscribers because of the BS they don't did.
And that's the reason why I think a lot of the small community of YouTube won't grow is because like how I feel about it, especially we're building over here. Like everybody who is here in the chat today, I respect all of y'all because you all are content creators and you're all great content creators. So I got to give y'all a shout out for that. But I'm referring to the people who they never make good content, and when I say good content, I mean all you ever see that they do is something that somebody else does. Like you'll see many people, like every time you see them do something, you know that that's not them. Like you really don't know what kind of channel they have because they're all over the place. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's just a mess. So I don't understand why it's so hard to be creative, but I just have to learn to stick with this group, and I think we have a great thing going on now with this community that I found now. Y'all are great content creators, and I appreciate all of y'all.
You are so welcome, Marlene, and you know what kind of content. You already know what kind of content I bring. And I don't play the radio, the word. I know what kind of content he brings. And God is, I don't know what channel is yours. I will sub up to you, check you out, and hey, cause I know we all bring content that need to be uh that need to be said in this time of need right now. You know what I'm saying? And we bring different content creators could do say the same thing, but in their own way. You know what I'm saying? But don't go. But if you don't have no content of your own, guess what? You dead in the water.
D. Truth. I'm Tay Eats.
Oh, shh! I ain't know that. I ain't know that screen name.
You are
I,
up, you are up there with Goddess Tay, though.
I know I am.
I didn't know. Hey, you know, Tay, you already know. I didn't put two and two together. Sorry, it's been a long day. I just got through doing a 2 hour live, and it went great, but it's something that we needed to be talked about. I talk about real life stuff. I really don't care who I offend when I talk about it. Men, women, I don't care. Government, I don't care. But
Yeah.
but but this subject you talking about right here needs to be talked about, Miss Marlene. This needs to be talked about because it's no acted. What acted at? It's just like
Right.
Oh,
it just
sorry. Go ahead.
it, it's just like out here in the real world. We won't blame somebody else for our problems in our community when some of us don't take a step, look back that we caused our own problems. I'm
Right.
done.
So I just want to say real quick that I want to touch on what Trisha was saying. She was saying that, she really didn't understand because she's a natural stylist. So I think she understands because what she was saying now that somebody took her content a little bit. But just like Trish, even though you're a natural stylist, say like you do a natural hairstyle that nobody has came out with, nobody has done, and you put that out there, and you're a smaller content creator and a bigger content creator sees that, and then they repeat the same thing, because sometimes when I put out content, I look to see if anybody else done it, because I want to check and see, has anybody, like, just because you come up with this idea in your head, somebody might have already came up with this idea. So you can't be like, oh, well, I mean, it does happen. People come up with things and then you think you the first one and you're not. So if you look and you the first content creator to come up with a natural type of hairstyle that you didn't came out with, and you see somebody else do it, um, you can't say they're copying, but majority of the time I'll be like, you're copying for me. But if East Dad's still in the chat, I want to say, what's up, punk? Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I gotta talk shit to my boy. I see him in the chat. I gotta mess with him. So
And to add to what you just said real quick, Ted, and I'm gonna drop down because thing too getting kind of crazy. But that's like even like with me, I think I'm kind of unique. I don't see many. I haven't seen really many people on YouTube bringing the information in the way I bring it. So when I can literally tell when somebody is trying to reverse engineer my my word and the way I'm bringing it, and it's crazy. Because this person, um, I ain't even gonna say that, but yeah, it's a person that's close in the vicinity, and it's like, I had mad respect for this person, and it's like, if you want to collaborate or even just say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna talk about this too, you know, just like Marlene said, just talk to people, communicate. If you want to do something that I did, there's a couple times where I said, "Hey, somebody inspired this live." I was listening to somebody else, and this is even if it wasn't the same subject, but this is where I got the idea from because I was in this live. This person said this, and it might not have been a topic, but it sparked this conversation that I'm having. I always do that. It's not hard to give people credit for their work or what they do. It's these people are so self-absorbed and they wonder why they suffer.
That's a good thing. And the word been on my panel. I've been over there, and sometimes when the word we don't talked about the same thing. And guess what? But we have our own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one. I think one week. I think the word. I think y'all was in the chat at Nate. I had he had talked about something that day. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't pay attention because I was at work. I came right back that same day and talked about the same thing, but at the same time in my own way, and there was no confusion in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see what he did. He didn't see what I did, and guess what? And we still talking about the same, talking about. what's going on reality in the real world. And the word, hey, he getting education over there. That's all I can say about him. He getting education over there. So good. Hey, more props to you, the word, okay? More props to you. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Hey, and everybody that is content creators that's in the chat and up on the panel, keep moving forward. Do not stop. Because guess what? I had people say what I was doing was boring. I didn't listen to them. I kept going. Because sometimes people don't want to. They don't want to go use their brain. Like people don't want to use their brain to think of an idea. You can talk about the same topic, but just don't use other people's stuff and use it word for word.
Go ahead, word.
Oh my bad. I mean, but like you said, I mean, it's not too many things, people can't talk about, so every now and then you go run into something that you did. That's understandable. Tay just said that. But it's people literally like what the situation you went through, Marlene, taking word for word, or just trying to like. I feel like the person is trying to do subliminals, you know. Um, but it's cool because like you play games with me, you go hurt yourself, not me. So, um, but it's like these people weird, man. I mean, I just don't understand. It's easier and more profitable for us to come together and build. Like I was talking last night, I'm about to create that Discord. We have a place where we can go in together and conversate and help one another. We always talking about building. We can help one another. You know, that is more lucrative for all of us to help one another than to go against one another. I mean, you go get some pennies for beefing. I mean, you'll get a little check, but ultimately, if you can bring all these people together and create content and help one another create content that people can actually utilize, that's go take off. That's where it's going to. Like this whole beef and stuff, I think that stuff was only in style because of the pandemic. People ain't had nothing else to do. It was entertaining. It's funny. But people back in the real world now, and they got real problems, and they looking for real solutions. So coming on here doing all that stuff is gonna fade away in a minute, and that's why I don't even get into it. I don't want a crowd of people coming into my show because they think I'm a beef or they think I'm gonna say something disparaging against someone else. No, come here so we can have these conversations. And a lot of the conversations they hard because it's not fun, especially when you first start to look at yourself in the mirror and see how ugly some of the things you do are. It's not fun, but the more you do it and the more you begin to fix things, the better life is for you. The easier it is. I don't walk around angry and mad all day. I have nothing in my life to do that for. 'Cause I done fixed it all. But that's all I got. Let me drop down because the wife about to come home and the baby going crazy.
Well, well, thank you so much, Ward. I appreciate everything that you said, and I think you're an awesome content creator. You just keep going and keep doing your thing because I will say, you know, I've never seen nobody have a channel like yours, and I know your channel is going to be big and successful.
And you know what, Marlene, I appreciate you so much. It's some, and I'm gonna always. It's certain people I'm gonna give flowers to. I'm gonna give flowers to you. I'm giving flowers to Nate. I give flowers to Lil B and Tate and Juju because y'all four have been such big influences on my content and how I do it. Like I come to your channel and get inspired. And I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not saying this because I'm talking to you. I'm telling you this, dog. There's not a lot of people who can speak and get me excited like where I'm ready to try to run through a wall or something. And you do that. And that's why I always tell people, what you say, people pay for. You need to hashtag that, or I'm gonna do it for you. That's gonna be a hashtag every time I see you because it's true. But let me jump down because it's about to get loud. Middle Eastern woman coming in the house.
All right, Word. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, yeah, ladies, yeah. Just keep doing you, and like he said, they going if they keep doing it, they gonna finally they gonna fade away, and you're gonna keep moving ahead, full steam ahead. Keep doing what you got to do. Do what you've been doing. Don't change nothing. Cause that was the people in the chat, that were people coming expecting of you, and I look at it this way. I'm saying from my channel perspective. If I go change up or something because of somebody else, the people that come watch me, they hear me say, talk, and speak what I talk about, they gonna leave. Like this ain't the D truth that we used to. So I'm staying my course to keep doing what I do, and that's all. That's the only advice I can give to anybody that's on YouTube and off YouTube. Keep doing what you do. If it's working, keep doing. Cause anything that is worth having and worth doing is worth fighting for, and we can keep moving forward. So, hey, you got a great channel, Marlene, and you're gonna get up there. Ty, I already see your channel. You got a good one too, and everybody in the chat that content creator, keep doing what you got to do, and guess what? You're going to be blessed for for millions for a long time. You're gonna be blessed because if you keep doing what you're doing, nobody will be able to take it away from you.
Thank you, D Truth, and much respect to you. And I gotta greet who just came in the door. Boss Life Online, like I was saying earlier, that's my mentor, my friend, my business partner here on YouTube. So, and everybody who's in the chat, if you see somebody in this chat that you don't know, go over to their channel and watch a video and become family, because that's how we grow here in this small community of YouTube, is by watching each other's content. And I will say something that I didn't say earlier is it's about loyalty. And I know that that's a word, like some people don't like that word, but I do think to have growth here, you got to have loyal people who will stick together. We can't do anything to change the people who won't, but us who really will stick together and support each other and help each other, like, we got to have that kind of community here on YouTube, sticking together, being loyal, stop all the snake stuff, backstabbing and all that stuff, because that's how your channel is going to grow, when we can look at each other's channel and, like, not with no hatred, like, hey, I think if you did this, this would help your channel. That's how we can grow and help each other.
I agree. I think D True made a good point though when he was saying like if you do one topic and then you switch up and you do another, people are used to you. Your content, your audience is used to you giving them a certain type of content. So if you switch over and do something else, it's like what? Especially if you're not really like if you ain't introducing it to them, you telling them like, look, I'm not really feeling this. I want to change my content, da da da, this and that. But you just come through and just switch it because you see somebody else. Nah, copying. Stop it. You know.
Right, right, Tay. I will agree with that 100%, because I'll see people and they'll do something on their channel, and then next thing you see them do something completely left. Like, what, when they started doing that? And you confuse your audience. Honestly, on my vlog channel, it's something that myself and Geo Vlogs H Town, what we started doing is starting to upload our videos instead of doing premieres. And I feel like I can't speak for Geo. I can just speak for myself. When I started doing that, like, I started seeing my views started going up. So, like, helping each other with things like that and talking about, hey, this helped. Like, not everybody. I'm talking about the people who are your loyal people. And we're building a community of strong, a group of strong entrepreneurs here with our YouTube business. So I don't mind saying things to help other people in this community, because when I get bigger or stronger, who I'm going to take with me? my group and my circle of people who've been rocking with me. And the same thing, like, yeah, I would hope it would go, both ways, because when you improve, guess who else gonna improve? Me too, because we're all riding it together. And I know that there's a lot of grimy people here that, you can't trust everybody on this app. But if we have, I would say, 100 strong, in our group. And I think we got at least 25 people right now. We only need about 75 more people to have a good strong group of 100 strong YouTubers. And if all of us start helping together, helping each other, and coming together in this community, we all can grow. It's enough money here on this app of YouTube where we can all eat very very well.
Right, we all can do it, but can't nobody get beside themselves and be looking at the next person hating and mad. That's the key. That's the thing. That be the issue. People out here be really jealous of another person. So if we doing it as a group and we doing it collective, because if you look, you see these Filipinos, they not hating on the next person because the next person big and this and that. They support, period, regardless of how many subs this person got. They not hating. They ain't trying to do no backbiting. None of that. They strictly on some I'm gonna watch your channel type shit and I'm gonna leave a comment. But meanwhile, we gotta be some evil snake. Oh, she got this many people and I'm not getting this many people. Man, I'm supposed to just go against her, and I'm supposed to get these people against her. That way she can't have the community that she has. It's just like, yo, people be doing too much. It literally too much. If you got time to do all that, you need to get you a damn job. Okay.
Hey, but some if they like that on social media, not in the social media network, especially on YouTube, just imagine how they are in real life.
Right. Terrible. And thank
Yeah,
God I probably never met him in real life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, Marlene. You know what? I thought this was a good subject. I shared it live on my community wall. Just let you know, because that's how we grow. And this call, see, some people don't understand what you talking about, what tell you talking about, what you talking about, what we are talking about. They call networking. Networking help people grow. I don't care you big, small. Guess what? Big, you still gonna have somebody to help you grow some more. And with me myself is I can talk about real life stuff and bring it hardcore, whatever. But also I let my artists know. Wait a minute, this is what I'm gonna do right here. Like on Friday night, I might have some fun. But the early day, I might do some serious, but yet I would do some fun. But when football season come back, I'm going to the sports channel. You see what I'm saying? They are used to me doing all that stuff because I can do that. There are some people who need to just stick to one thing. Stop stealing people content. Get your own mind.
Is he static or just me? My phone.
What's
Probably
what'd you say?
Is he staticking or is it me?
I don't know who it was because I was unmuted, so I don't know if it was me or him.
was it me? I think it was you, Ty.
I
But
think we're good. I think we're good now. So
yeah.
I just wanted to say to everybody, about, this topic of YouTube etiquette, like, let's be respectful of each other's channel. And if you see something like, we're a community, we're building, we're growing, and to do that, we got to be loyal to each other. We got to be supportive. And I understand everybody got lives and a job, and you may not be able to come to people's lives and videos and watch everything that they have, but just let them know you're there, like on their community tab. Hey, I'm here. I'm still rocking with you. I shared you out. There's a lot of ways that we can support each other besides just viewing a video. It don't take nothing to put somebody on your community wall, or to tell, or to talk about them when you do a video. That don't take nothing. And that's how you grow, because hey, if that person's going to be loyal to you, you be like, okay, now I'm going to rock with you too. But the thing here on this app is people want support, but they don't give any support.
You said a mouthful there. That's a big fact. Because I try to. This is what I try to do. Who I sub up to. Like I come over here try to support you. Okay, I go support Nate. I go support Mondo. Different people that I'm subbed to, I go support. And I look at this, and I, for me myself, I say if I go live, if I don't care one person, zero person, 10, 25, 100 people come in the chat, I don't care because I look at it this way. Somebody gonna see that live. Somebody gonna see it on somebody community wall. Somebody gonna stumble upon it. Let me see what this about. And like you said, we got to support each other. No matter no matter how many subscribers you got, no matter how many views each other get, we got to support each other. This is like out of real life. We got to support each other. We got to be like a community, like the old days, the old school community. We got to support each other.
And that's so true, D Truth, because I feel like we shouldn't have to be struggling with trying to get watch time and all kinds of stuff and getting subscribers if we were all supportive of each other and actually do what we're supposed to do. Like, nobody should be struggling for no watch time if people watch a video in full 100%. You wouldn't have to struggle with trying to get watch time, because like when I looked at it, I think it was, if you had 1,000 people, no, yeah, no, 500 people, no, 400, it was 400 people. If you have 400 people watching 100 hours of your video, you would get your 4K 4,000 watch time. I was like, what really would it take? Because if you're watching somebody on a continual basis from the time that they start their channel till they get to 1K, if it was watching you continuously in full, you wouldn't have to worry about trying to get 4,000 hours. But people do sketchy stuff like watching 20 to 30 seconds of your video and talk about great video. And they didn't watch nothing. What was great about it?
This is like when you were in school, you were told to read the book. You didn't read the book. Here you go. Here's a test for you to. Here's a test on the book that you're supposed to read. You don't know nothing. You don't even know what no answer on the test because you didn't read the book. You just looked at the cover, and and I think that is crazy because I look at YouTube as like the real world. You know what I'm saying? It's if you like that person, they're gonna be there. If they like you, they're gonna be there. If they don't like you, they ain't gonna be there. It's like in the real world. There's you got you got I call you got your friends, you got associates. And if I come to you, Marlene, if I say, hey, Marlene, this how I got my channel to 1,000, this how I got my channel to 4,000 watch hours. You want to try this method that I use. That's helping you out, right? But you know, you got some people so stuck up, they don't want the help. Then you got some people so stuck up, they don't want to give the help because they uh they're scared that that you might grow faster and bigger than they are.
Yeah, I think at the root of everything, D Truth, and everybody in the chat, the root of everything is that People don't want you to become more successful than them. And my thing is, I like to see when people growing and succeeding, because that just gives me encouragement. Like, I can get that too, but it's going to come in a time that's meant to be for me. Because you don't understand, like, everybody have different channels. They put different stuff on their channel. People have different abilities and talents, and they do certain things. But it doesn't matter how fast you grow. It's just that you're continually growing. And like I said earlier, you're being consistent, you're being loyal. It's just a matter of time before it comes, because it will come. Whoever needs to hear that, it will come. But if you keep being consistent and you're not on this app backstabbing people, you're going to grow. You will grow. You're going to get a right community. You're not going to have to be begging for people to come over to your channel and watch. They're going to come because they're going to be drawn to what you do and how you treat other people.
Yeah, you're right about that. And all you can do is be true to yourself. That's all I can say. Be true to yourself. Because if you're not true to yourself, how you expect people to be true to you and all the support you get? You know what I'm saying? How can I get a whole lot of support if I'm not true to myself? Stay with the content that got you the support the first time and don't switch up. That's all we got to do. And support each other. Be a community. I
Yeah.
like to get
Go ahead, Dietrich. Sorry.
yeah. I like to I like to use the analogy as like the hand. All five, four fingers and that thumb could work together to write and hold a pencil, but they are fragile when they are apart, right? But when they are closed, they are hard fist. You know what I'm saying? It I don't know how else to put it.
Uh,
Just stay true to yourself. That's all we
you
got
was
to do.
you was on the wrong track. I would say it like it's like your body. Every part of the body, it has an important function. Your hands matter, your head, your lips, your feet, every part of the body. And it's the same thing like this community on YouTube. If you got a strong community, one person is going to be the hand, while another person is the head, somebody else is the neck, someone is the feet. And if everybody would come together, we you there's going to be more success if everybody would come together and stop being grimy and support each other. Actually, like, true support. I'm not talking about fake support. True support, like, hey, so and so, um like, uh talk to each other, like, hey, I think probably if you do this or you do that, or let's collaborate, let's talk about, do y'all know how to do this and do you know how to do that. And, like, I will say, for me personally, when I started to get into, like, focusing on researching my titles and what's in my description box and certain stuff, and getting good thumbnails, like, my whole channel changed.
And you know what? That was great. So, because sometimes I don't even use a thumbnail. I just throw throw a title and whatever pops, whatever thumbnail, because the view of the city always pops up with my thumbnail. But it just and that's a and that's right there. What you did is wonderful and great, and I love it because that what that was something that whoever's in the chat that what they need to hear. You know what I'm saying? That what they need to hear, and now you just show them how to do something and and grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people need to hear.
Exactly, D Truth. I'm just going to read Lydia's comment. She says, Marlene and panel, I will say I agree with everything you say, but it does get hard to watch everyone's video the larger you grow. I try to take a day and answer comments and watch videos of others. Yeah, I agree with that too. As we grow, it's harder to go and support everyone. But like I was saying a little earlier, I don't know if you were here, I there's a lot of ways that you can support people. Like for me, it doesn't always have to be coming to someone's videos or live streams. Sometimes it's giving people emotional support too. Like if they have another social media like Instagram, like telling them, "Hey, I really like that video that you did. I think that you should do more of stuff like that." When encouraging somebody is a form of support too.
I was just laughing what Tristan Natural just said about me. I had to laugh at it. I know I got yeah. I try to keep it interesting on my channel, and I know Marlene been over there. And sometimes I think she was on one came on in the chat when I went live one time. I think I forgot what live it was, and I'm kind of straightforward. You know that, don't you, Marlene? I'm kind of straightforward. So because sometimes when I come over here, I might see a video, might see a video of yours, and and I might be working, and I'm like, okay, I might hit the like button just cause without
Mhm.
even looking at the video.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the likes helps too. It help that video get somewhere in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It helps you get in the algorithm. Stuff like that is support.
Mhm. Like I said already, there's a lot of ways that we can support each other. It doesn't always have to be by viewership, even though viewership is the best thing, for your analytics. Because at the end of the day, everybody trying to make some money, even though we don't get a lot of money on this app. But watching and supporting, doing things the right way. Like, would you want somebody to watch 1 minute of your video? No. Give people back the same thing that you want to get back.
Right. Because I'm like, if I start watching a video of somebody's, I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna watch the whole video. Cause if I start watching video, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna see what they talking about. That's an interesting topic. Then I might go comment like, oh, I love it. And then if you do it short, yeah, if I like it, give a thumbs up, give a comment. Okay, great job. That oh that was a fine live. I loved it, and that it's just like the emotional support that you get from people that comment or like your videos that don't watch the whole thing. I just don't like people that don't watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? 20 second of okay, but then I love the support. I'd rather you give me a like without watching the video than watch 20 second of it and give me a like. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And for me, I agree with that. I'd rather somebody, if you can't watch somebody's whole video in full, I'd rather you don't watch. I'd rather somebody just share my video and leave me a like than to come in and watch 15 seconds. Because when you do that, you mess up their analytics. And I got to say, hey, Liz, welcome in. How are you? And everybody's in the chat. Yes, the word it certainly is. I don't stress it. I believe when you have a genuine heart, you'll be blessed. I've helped so many channels that never shouted me out or subbed. I don't stress it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, this is about, people being themselves. I wanted to say that for a few minutes ago, but I forgot my thought. But it doesn't take nothing to, be yourself. Here on this app of YouTube, it's a lot of people who hide behind their avatars. You don't even know who they are, but you know, they're always trying to be like other people. You see somebody make a short. oh, I'm gonna do a short just like that, or they do a video, oh, I'm gonna do one just like that. Or what makes me the most upset about this app of YouTube and the YouTube etiquette I don't like is when you will when you'll make a video, you go through all the work and they come and they put a nasty comment on your video. Like, why you had to do that for? That's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. It's so much easier to be kind to somebody. If you want to, you can always find something nice to say. You may not like the video, but there has to be something in somebody's video that you like. Even if it's like, whatever it is. Oh, it was a nice day out there, or this or that, or just saying, I appreciate the content that you put out there. We can always find something nice to say if we don't even like the video, or we don't like a person's content. We can support each other even if we don't like a person's content. You can do that. You can always find something nice to say if you want to. And like I always say, like on my other channel, positivity is a choice.
Yeah, you're right about that. And you know what I say to some of them folks that does do that? I say, I tell them, I say, if either you like me or you don't like me, hey, there are more people that gonna like me than you not like me. If you don't like me, why you come on here and watch my stuff anyway? You say you put that comment in there, why you come watch it anyway? Don't watch no other my stuff then. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like my stuff, don't watch it. It is a cruel, harsh reality is if I don't like something, why would I gonna go watch it or do it?
Right. I agree with that 100%, D Truth. And like I will say, like, okay, I'm just an honest person. That's just how Marlene is. It's some things on this app, like, I'm sure it's the same thing for guys. Like when y'all do some sports things and stuff. I'm not a sports person, but because I support y'all, I'll watch that video in full, and I'll find something nice to say, like, oh, he sure knocked him out, or he did this, or she did that. I will always find You can find something positive to say about everybody's content, even if it's not your thing. And I see what Liz put here in the chat. The way their lives are, it stops them from being positive. And I get it. People bring the outside onto this app of YouTube, and they bring their negativity and all that stuff. But yeah, you don't have to do it. And that's why I'm glad I found this community that I am in, and we're growing, everybody. And I gotta say, shout out to Nate the Great. Congratulations on being monetized. Next up is The Word and Liz, and I'm right behind Liz for my vlog channel. We're getting that one monetized. So everybody's growing. Everybody got goals on here, and it's about being supportive of each other, and saying something nice. It don't take nothing to be nice.
No, it don't. It never it don't. And I'm like I said, people said my stuff is boring. Okay, I'll be boring, but the reality is that you be nice to somebody, be nice to people. It makes you feel better inside too. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel better inside, and you won't have. And when you're bitter, and you put a nasty comment, all they do is eat you up inside, and your help to get worse. Keeping all that negativity built up all day long before you realize they come on YouTube and say some nasty stuff on somebody video,
Hmm.
and all you doing is killing yourself. I'm not killing you. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because guess what? The people I look at, I love their videos. I love it. I love their videos. I love their lives. I love their shorts. I love their vlog reports. Especially I was like, oh, I think one of yours I saw like, oh, that's an interesting title. Let me see what she's talking about.
Hmm.
Mm. That's interesting. And B having me thinking. Everything. And when you when you get to that point, see, I'm almost monetized. You know what I'm
Oh, I didn't know the truth.
saying? All I need is I think 600, 700 more watch time hours. So, but I don't let that. I don't even think about it when I do it. All I think about is getting the information that I got to get out to the people, so they can know what's going on, what the people in this world try to do, and what we need to do. That's my focus. Like I tell people, I said sometimes people look at the messenger, right? They look at the messenger, but they don't pay attention to the message.
Mhm.
I'm just a messenger. You gotta listen to the message. If you don't listen to the message, you're gonna miss something.
That's what I say all the time, the truth in chat. There's always something that we can learn from somebody's content. It's always something. It's about what you choose to extract. See, people get caught up in what would I say? They get caught up in a person's delivery, how somebody says something, and nobody can say nothing perfect because ain't nobody perfect. But it's about what can you extract from their video, like, and what can you learn. So I'm always looking at people's stuff and taking it back to my channel and saying, how can I do better over here on mine? Not to compare with other people, but like everybody wants to improve and be better. I can't say everybody. Some people don't, but I know I want to improve and do better on my stuff. And I just got to say, I'm so proud of everybody here in this crew. We're building over here, and I appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, and like I said, I came. The, I s- I see you on. I was like, man. I was like, who is? I was like, who on? Who is on? And you came coming out like, oh, okay, let me go. Let me go see what Marlene talking about. I like, oh, this right down my alley. This right down my alley right here. And I said, let me go in here. And I like, should I go up on a panel? I would fight myself. I would actually fight myself. Should I go up on come up here, or should I stay down in the chat? You know how you got that the two people on your shoulder? No, you should stay in the chat. No, go up there. I'm like, forget it. Both of y'all get on. I'm going up on go up on there. See, you knows how we talk. I talk about serious stuff, but sometimes you gotta laugh too. That's what people don't understand. You got to laugh. Like I said, all these people, you always look. I'm like this right here. If we didn't have haters, if we didn't have haters, if we wouldn't be doing nothing right. Since we're doing something right, guess what? We got haters. Guess what? They're gonna hate all day long because guess what? We're doing what we're supposed to do and we're doing it right. And we're gonna keep pushing. You know that's why I said we, right?
Yep,
All of us.
we because like I always say, there's enough. I always say there's enough for each of us to eat and to thrive and to have very prosperous channels. But it can't happen if we keep stepping on each other and dogging each other out.
Right. The word cut your mess out.
I ain't gonna lie. When I go to words chat, I do feel super relaxed. He always makes my blood pressure go down. Like it's just the way he talks and the way he teaches things. Like, yeah, I feel relaxed and comfortable because he's not all like, you know what I'm talking about,
Oh yeah.
obnoxious and yelling and stuff. Like, that's not his vibe. I like to be around people that I can relax around.
Yeah. And I know you got a rich in my chat. I know that. And you know what I tell them? You already know what I tell my mom. In on my channel, we talk about real stuff. Ain't no BS going on, and don't come and disrespect my mom. Don't come and disrespect whoever come on the panel. Do not come and disrespect the channel.
Hmm.
And I'm just straightforward. Don't tire them out. Just get them out of there because I ain't got time for that foolishness.
Yeah, and especially with all these trolls now, I don't know, like trolls try to take over But you know me, I like to entertain the trolls, so I don't mind. They could come over to my stuff. They're giving me watch time. I don't mind the
Yeah.
trolls. They can come and troll me because I know how to handle myself.
Oh yeah, I do too. But I don't mind the trolls either. Just as long as they don't get type nothing disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
Hmm.
disrespectful. Oh, you come on, watch all you want to.
Hmm.
Cause I'm looking at it. Oh, you give me watch time hours, you give me views, but just make sure you hit the like button too while you're in here.
Is it call them bush babies? Hey, bush babies, hit the like.
Oh, that Nate right there. I think Nate on right now. Everybody's like, he was like, every time he said, uh, "The truth," for some reason, I always pop up and pop up on the panel.
Hmm. Every single time.
And I did a fun fact interview with we breaking we
Breaking
breaking
chains.
we breaking chains.
Hmm.
That I forgot was last Friday, I think. I would answer her question seriously, and I would make her laugh all through that interview. And I was like, okay. I said, and I think she got Nate coming up this Friday. That gonna be fun. That gonna be fun.
Hmm. Yeah, we have to get something together to where we have this group. I think Ward was talking about it, so we're gonna get something together and hook up. But that's all I got from here. I'm gonna end this. Uh, is there anybody here who's going live next? So I don't want to just drop all y'all off. If somebody else is going live, could send them over.
I think Nate on.
Oh, Nate's on. So
Yeah.
can one of the mods? I think you're a mod in here, D Truth, right?
No.
Oh well, I'm gonna make you a mod.
And I'm finna type right quick so you can do that.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
So
spell.
whoever is live, whoever is in here, let's go over to Nate the Great podcast.
Ty and realist, y'all cut it out. Do I have to separate y'all too?
So I just made you a mod. You should be good. So I gotta say thank you to everybody who was supporting today. All y'all awesome content creators. I appreciate all y'all. D Truth, Tay, Word, Realist One, Boss Life Online, Lydia's Life TV, Lisby Journey. I don't know who else. If I missed anybody else, I don't know. Did I say Boss Life Online?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
all of y'all. Oh, Trish the Natural. So y'all, everybody come together. Let's support each other. Let's grow. Oh, and Healthy G Mom. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to. Oh, and Val. Thank y'all for coming in today, supporting your girl. Can somebody put in a link to Nate?
I just
So,
did.
oh, you did. Okay. Appreciate y'all. I don't know what the next topic is, but we're gonna get it together on Discord and talk about like how we can build and be supportive of each other.
Oh yeah, and I gotta get you see how to build a Discord. So and my email is on my main page and
Oh,
about me page. So
awesome.
I gotta figure out how to build a Discord. So everybody can chat back and forth and figure out what we do. You like me, I never know what I'm gonna talk about when I go live. So
You
so
don't? Oh, I plan my stuff. I have stuff planned all the way through the end of the year.
you do,
That's what I do, D Truth.
but the reason I don't plan stuff like that is because I used to give speeches and teachers used to make me write out speeches and what I write out is not what I really want to say, what really not on my heart and in my mind.
Okay.
Because I speak from my mind and my heart. Because I try to keep it as real as possible. I try to keep it as true to myself that as I can.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's not that I keep those exact things, but I have topics all the way till December, and I just choose from them that whenever I'm feeling, because I'm gonna feel one of them because I put that title out there for some reason.
Hmm.
Eventually, I'm gonna want to feel one of them, so I just choose one.
And I got to put this out, Marlene. I hope you and whoever in the chat be there Friday night. We're gonna have some fun. I got a new
Oh,
game show. I got a new game show. Have you ever heard of Do Not Forget the Lyrics? Right.
yeah.
My game show. Don't stumble over the lyrics
Oh, that sounds like fun.
because I'm playing the music and I'm gonna stop it. But the point thing you can't say the lyrics or type the lyrics in the chat. You gotta come on the panel. Don't have the camera up. You gotta either sing it or give me the words to the next line.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm kind of excited about that one, the truth.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna go over to Nate. I'm gonna
Yeah,
let you go ahead and close out.
we going over to Nate. So thank everybody for joining me today, and I gotta say thank you to the best partner, business partner, Boss Life Online. She was here in the chat. I don't know if she's still here, but I'm always gonna shout her out because we've been rocking and rolling for over 4 years. That's my ace. See y'all over at Nate's. Bye, guys.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.